Your little ones, Maya and Cooper, they're turning 1 this month?
They are!
Oh my gosh,
we survived a year.
You did it, girl. You knocked it out of the park.
This year has been the longest decade of my life. Okay?
Has it?
It's been long.
What have you found to be the most surprising aspect of being a mother?
The disrespect. Let me explain.
That was the disrespect. So real.
Babies are lawless people, okay? They do not care what's going on in your life. Like, my daughter pulled my hair really hard just because she likes them. And like, and my husband is like, don't pull mommy's hair. She's like, you shut up. They're so crazy, but also the best part of that is that it's clear that I am the safest place in the world to them. They can do anything to me because they simply can, and they don't treat me the way they treat other people. They're much more polite, but like there's something, I mean, it's exhausting, but it's so wonderful to be their safe space. It really is. My son thinks that like just because I'm bald-headed with spit up all over me at home, that's also who I should be in the streets, and no.
I love watching you on the gram because, Mama, you keep it real. You keep it real. Why is it so important for you to be so candid about the struggles and the joys of motherhood?
Honestly, I know that a lot of on the gram and on social media, it's a lot of like matching outfits and that sort of thing. Yeah. And honestly, I'm too tired to lie. I had 2 children at the same time with my body, and I'm just too tired to lie. And I'm also surprised by like just the lawlessness of babies. Like my daughter sneezed directly in my face and giggled about it. Just my son will happily trot over to me, smile, kiss me, and fart on me. And it's like this is actual motherhood. The matching outfits is like 5 minutes of the day.
Yeah, that's a smoke in the mirrors.
Exactly.
It's like Instagram versus, what would they do on Instagram? Instagram versus reality. You know, like that kind of situation. So many celebs these days are throwing like elaborate birthday parties for toddlers. Where do you sit with that trend?
Well, who's gonna pay for that?
I mean,
like yes, the elaborate parties, they look really expensive, and the babies are not going to remember. The babies, when they can spell birthday, they can have a party.
What are you gonna do for the twins' first birthday?
Well, we're gonna keep it super low key. They're gonna get like confetti pancakes, like birthday pancakes and whipped cream and that sort of thing. They have new toys, and they have we built like a jungle gym for them, and that's gonna be really fun. But we're gonna take them on an experience. We're gonna go to the zoo. We're gonna go to the aquarium. We're gonna go see things.
Yeah.
Because the fun things about babies, they've seen very little. They know nothing.
Yeah.
They are not traveled at all, and so they're gonna be really, really impressed by an octopus.
Yeah. Yeah.
So they're gonna be so impressed by it. So we'll take them to see that.
I can't see the kids right now, but here's how I check to see if they're fine.
How did you figure out this technique of going, like that, to knowing that the kids are okay when they're out of your, out of eyesight?
Because they like to they'll like, if we give them the idea, if they hear it, they'll be like, oh yeah. Because they, whenever they learn a new trick, they get so excited to do it. And so, I realize as long as I'll do it, they'll do it back. It's like a call and response.
Right.
And my daughter also likes to do, like with her, I'm not gonna because the lipstick. She loves doing it. And they also clap for each other a lot now. Like when one of them finishes their bottle, they'll go yay, and the other one will go yes.
Oh my gosh.
It's so sweet. So all we have to do is make some sound that they can replicate, and they will do it. Yeah.
They are delicious, those little kiddos. You and Brandon seem to be such a wonderful couple in life, marriage. How do y'all divide and conquer when it comes to navigating two?
It is 2 on 2. Okay.
Yeah.
From the day I gave birth, he works, but he works from home, and we do every single feeding together. Bath night, we do it together. We do all the changes. He is just, look, he's no mom, but he is a dad, okay? Yeah. He is there. He is really, really there. And it's 2 on 2. We get beat constantly. Somehow it's 6 on 2. I don't know how, but he is there for every single moment of the day. I am in a deep, throbbing pain without my babies.
Another Instagram post that you had When you went back to work after having the babies, you said other working moms, is it supposed to burn like this? Does it still burn when you're without your babies?
A little bit, yeah, a little bit. And I thought, okay, look at me, I'm gonna sleep at night. I did not, because I'm still on their schedule and they're 3 hours, ahead of me, and so I'm constantly being, where they just woke up for the nap, okay, now they're having snacks, okay, now it's time for the solid. I'm still very much, no matter what I'm doing, weirdly enough, I'm still a mom, and I kind of thought of it, before you experience it, I thought it'd be a switch that I can turn on and off, but no.
She always on.
Yeah, and it does weirdly kind of burn. It's hard to be away from this.
Gabourey Sidibe did have to leave her twins when they were just 8 months old to work on her new Lifetime movie, Give Me Back My Daughter, shot in Atlanta over 3 weeks. Gabourey plays a homeless mom who loses custody of her child when she leaves her alone to go on a job interview.
My interview just ran a little bit late, sir. Man, that's no excuse. No, anything.
It takes you on such an emotional journey. It really does. What was it about the role that you just thought, this role is meant for me to have right now?
Well, I became a mother in this last year, and it was the first role that's really that of a mother, actively, taking her taking her child to school and washing, and feeding her and all of these things and struggling with that. And I just thought it would be really, really cool to take that role on because my kids are so young, but I already feel like I've had them for 100 years.
Yeah.
And I thought it would be really fun to step into this role, even though this, the subject matter isn't that fun. But a lot of people might not know this about me. I actually write about it in a book I wrote, but I actually was a foster kid. When I was a kid for a few weeks, my mother and my father lost custody of my brother and I for in reasons, but their struggle to get us back is something that I think of a lot when I think of how much they love us and care for us. And I thought it would be a really wonderful way to sort of honor my parents' fight by taking on this role where I'm fighting for my own child.
I'm asking you for the chance to give Imani the life of love.
I can only imagine, as you said, as a mother yourself, how emotional was it to go there, to portray this mother who had to fight tooth and nail to get her daughter back into her custody?
It's kind of terrifying, actually, because you think, you're just oh, I have these kids, and, you have the schedule, and you do everything, and, you do everything to take care of your children.
She was trying to do everything right,
She did as much right as she could.
Right.
It's just, the circumstances were just not in her favor.
Right.
And it's the idea that the government can come in and take my children from me is so terrifying. And a lot of time, another thing this story is about is poverty. In America, a lot of people are actually 1 or 2 paychecks away from being evicted, just like the character Renee. And so I wanted to breathe life to this story to sort of shine light on it, that this is the system that we live in is terrifying and dangerous, and it is not fair. It is not in our favor at all. It's scary.
You ain't gonna see me no more.
This is your first role as a mother since Precious. So how is it different this time around since you are a mama now?
Yeah, it is. It's, there's a scene where I and my daughter in the film, Imani, played by Cadence, I'm washing her up and I'm brushing her teeth and, under her arms, and I'm sort of just improvising, and I say, let me smell your pits. And I don't think, with my own kids, I change their diaper and then I smell them to make sure that they don't smell like poop. They don't smell like poop. I'm okay, you're good. And that is not something I ever would have thought of if I had not had my own children, because this is what a real mother does. Smells aren't as offensive anymore. They just, they simply are not.
Mama got to do what she got to do to get it done.
The purpose is to make sure you are clean.
Right.
And that is one thing that I brought into this role that I know that I could not have if I hadn't become a mother on my own.
Just tapping into those natural mama instincts that you do so well.